season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Allen. It's caught, Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to Lee.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Back to Brown, this time complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And it brings up 4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
The kick is good.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space, and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Bills 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen, who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bills.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The end of the 1st quarter.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10, Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's complete to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
41-yard line.
Now Bulldoggg. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got him in. It's Brown. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The Bills ball carrier.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 63 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 at the 30-yard line.
Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Tyler Croft.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bills.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And John Brown's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
John Brown.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Allen's throw is complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And the grab by Croft. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down now, Singletary. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
An 8-yard.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lodge. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Back at the 50.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
You ain't doing nothing today. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. I got it.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A win would be their first of the young season. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they take a knee.
Fitzpatrick on the keeper.
So